Hi, I'm Kevin Rutherford. Today's talent tip is the first life lesson of many that I plan on sharing. So last month, I reread the last lecture, Lessons in Living by Randy Pausch. Published in 2006, it's a version of the final lecture that Professor Pausch gave just before he lost his battle with pancreatic cancer. It was entitled, Really Achieving Your Childhood Dreams. Now, it's such a great book. If you haven't gotten it, take a peek at it. But it discusses the importance of overcoming obstacles, of enabling the dreams of others, of seizing every moment. Because as he found out, time is all that you have. And you may find that one day you have less of it than you think. Most importantly, it was a book about living. And it made me think, what wisdom would I impart to the world if I knew it was my last chance? So I started to craft a few life lessons that I thought others may find useful. And this first life lesson is courtesy of my dad. He had this belief that he called continuous personal renewal. Here's my thoughts. I've coached hundreds of executives and companies and individuals privately for more than 30 years. Yet I'm still puzzled why some people seem to go to seed and others remain vital all throughout their lives. Now, I'm not talking about a failure to get to the top, either in some job or other achievement. That's not the point. I'm talking about people who, for whatever reason, stop learning and growing, and they're operating far below the level of their potential. That hurts me. It really does. Thankfully, though, I've also observed that most people do enjoy learning and growing. Doing so is critical to a life well lived. To ensure that you stay on track, it's very important to make a periodic self-assessment. How am I doing in the learning and growing department? It starts with awareness. Each day that passes, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Awareness is key because if you're going to make a change, if you're going to fix the course that you're on to a better course, you have to start with that assessment. How am I doing in the learning and growing department? And I hope that you'll do that periodically throughout your life. With a constantly changing global landscape, I found an annual checkup to be the best timing. But I also hope that when you engage in such an assessment, that you won't be too hard on yourself. You know, you don't have to make big changes today to see massive progress over the next year or even the next decade. Now, it's interesting. My son is a math wizard, and a few years ago, we were discussing this idea of getting a little bit better every day. And he said, hold on, Dad, I have an idea. He took off and started writing something down furiously on paper. After a few minutes, he came back and he whipped out two equations that blew me away. He showed me the math for the compounding effect of improving or declining every day over 1 year. A 1% daily improvement over 1 year will make you 37 times better. On the flip side, a 1% daily decline over 1 year will make you 97% weaker. Now, if that's not enough to make you put more focus on learning and growing, I don't know what will. And ever since then, I have used that little equation with all of my coaching clients because it's such a great visual to help people see the effect of their action or inaction and what it has on them reaching their ultimate God-given potential. Compounding reinforces the idea that you're either growing or you're dying. There's no judgment. It's a choice that you make every day. Get better or do nothing. One caveat though, don't look for the big quick improvement. That was my problem early in my career. I wanted to hit a home run every time. But what I found is that you need to seek small improvements one day at a time. You only have to focus on getting a little bit better every day. Pick something that you can do better. It can be anything in your life. Do something during the day to make that improvement. Baby steps are best. That's the only way it happens. And when it happens, it lasts. Without doubt, compounding improvement is the most powerful force in your growth and advancement and also reaching your potential. Someone once observed that life is the art of drawing without an eraser. It's good to look back for lessons learned, but also look forward for optimism, for change, for confidence. But above all, when making those assessments, don't imagine that that story is over. You know, life has a lot of chapters. Just keep learning. Learning is not just for young people. Learning should be a lifelong journey. Learn from your mistakes. We all want to be interesting, and we want to be interesting people. And the way to be interesting is to be interested. So be interested, be curious, care about things, risk failure, and reach out to other people. You know, life is not a mountain that has a summit, and it's not a game that has a final score. It's an endless, unfolding journey, and it's an endless process of self-discovery. It's an endless and unpredictable dialogue between our own potentialities and the life situations that we really find ourselves in. The challenges will keep changing, and very likely they'll get harder. But life always seems to pull things out of you. I'm constantly amazed by people who are over age 70, or at least in that age group, who kept opening new chapters. John Paul the 23rd was made Pope when he was 76 years old, but he launched the most vigorous renewal of the church that had been seen in a century. And we all know the exploits of Winston Churchill. He was 66 when he became Prime Minister in 1940. He rallied the British people and led the country from the brink of defeat to victory. And he also won the Nobel Prize for writing the sixth volume, The Second World War. Anna Mary Robertson Moses, better known as Grandma Moses, didn't start painting until the age of 76. She decided to give painting a go when she could no longer hold an embroidery needle due to her arthritis. By the time of her death, her paintings hung in museums all over the world. And lastly, at age 80, Japanese climber Yuichiro Miura became the oldest person to reach the dangerous and grueling summit of the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. The takeaway? It's okay to be a late bloomer, but just don't wait too long and miss the flower show. Live life. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something that you can apply right away. If you did and want more, please subscribe to our channel below and check out our website for even more content, handouts, and free tools that'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.